What are emotions and why do they matter? Today, we're going to be talking about grief, emotions, and why they matter. So many times we have clients that come to us and they just want to keep telling their story over and over again. Understand this, my friends. For a griever to tell their story over and over again is the first thing that happens, and it's so important. More important than telling their story, they need somebody who will absolutely listen. Listen with love and care without judgment. The second part of the healing journey that's so important is for the griever to understand their emotions, what's happening within them, why these emotions are happening. Erica, do you agree with me that the emotions are one of the most important part of the healing process?
Yes, because we're not trained to speak in emotions. So many times when we get our clients in front of us, they say, I think, I think, I think. Very rarely are they saying, I feel.
Yeah.
And part of that, in addition to tapping into the emotions, is journaling. So we are welcoming back Joy Renique with Celebrate Legacy, who we have partnered with before. She really helped us tie in the piece of why journaling is so important and how it can correlate your grieving experience and your healing journey. Welcome back, Joy.
Thank you. Thanks for having me again. I'm so honored to be here, and I definitely understand the importance of being able to express your emotions, but also identify them. Being able to just even feel or be able to express them in a way that you are not projecting them over to someone else, but that you're identifying that's a part of who you are and what you're going through right here in this moment.
One of the things that we've learned from you, Joy, is how important journaling is. And we had it as a part of our program, but I think since I've been hanging out with you and been around with you, like we just have elongated it. And now I started keeping journaling questions, the journaling prompts, that's what we call them, because they're so great for the client to have. Remind us a little bit about how you even started Celebrate Legacy and what it is.
Right. So Celebrate Legacy is a journal for life's experiences to share with loved ones and future generations. The most important part of my business is being able to make that connection between different generations, either our ancestors that are here right now, or when we become the ancestors and people that we may never get to meet, learn from our experiences and advice. And so I provide journal prompts actually get you to share your experiences on an intimate level, not just demographic information, but actual ways of thinking, philosophies, things of that nature, so that you can be able to process it and then also learn from your own growth, but have other people learn from the mistakes or the experiences that you've had.
Erica, one of the things that you and I do in our program is that we have people do what we call them homework assignments, and we give them little assignments that they can work on. Some of them we let them know if it's optional or not. Recently, with a lot of young people, young millennials, they want to do everything on their phone. They want to type it out. Something happens to the person when they're using all of their senses and they're actually using their pen in their hand to write that thing out.
Yes, because I know just from personal experience, if I am struggling and I can't really identify where the struggle is, if I just sit down and start writing, and as I'm reviewing it, it's like the message becomes so clear, it jumps off the page, and I'll say, oh my gosh, I'm overwhelmed because I haven't been taking time to process my emotions. I haven't been allowing the feelings in. I've just been go, go, go. Like we could get so overprogrammed as parents, as spouses, as for whoever, and we're not taking the time to really allow emotions in. So the writing prompts just help you identify where I get stuck. I get stuck emotionally.
I love that we're using all 5 of our senses. I really love that. Joy, at some point after we did that amazing event with you last year, you reached out to Erica and I, and you were like, hey, ladies, I had fun. Let's do some more work together. And we were like, we're in. Tell us about what brought you to really bringing us back together as a team.
So I think that when it comes to grief, the reason why I chose a grief topic to be my very first retreat option was because I realized that when you lose someone, that's when you understand the most why you should capture their experiences and stories. You want to remember everything that you can about them, but you also realize the opportunities that are missed. It's so much wisdom that they may have taken with them that they didn't get to share. I know as a mom, it's so many things I want to teach my kids, but my son is only 10 right now. So I'm not talking to him about things as an adult because he's not at that level yet. But, God forbid something happens to me before he reaches that moment. I want him to know in my words, from my experiences, the things that happen. So I wanted to reach out to you guys on different ways that we can connect, because a lot of times people avoid talking about grief so much that they don't understand that it's the talking about it and processing it is what helps you to heal. And healing is not forgetting, but healing is actually honoring them. And it's actually making you more connected with them, but in a way where grief and joy can coexist.
Absolutely. I think that's beautiful. So one of the things that we decided to do as a team was team back up, invite people to come. And Erica had this amazing idea. She's like, hey, I just finished this ebook called The Emotional Reset, and we decided to use that as the basis for this program. Erica, tell us a little bit more about the Emotional Reset ebook.
The Emotional Reset ebook really, really takes you through why emotions are so important, why it's also important to have equally positive and negative emotions, and ways that you can allow the emotions in without overwhelming you, without letting them bleed into other areas, like Joy said earlier, and the self-care related to, treating your emotions so that they serve you. We have to start identifying what no longer serves us as individuals and really leaning in and embracing what does serve us so that we could be more well-rounded and well-adjusted individuals.
The thing that cracks me up is that when we get in the room, all of us together, we're like, let's do this, let's do that. We tried to pack the event with so many things. That was an emotional experience right there, Erica, just trying to get all of that in.
Well, I know this morning when you and I got on the phone, I was like, I need an emotional reset today. I can't wait until the challenge. I really need to, like, it almost like going to a chiropractor, getting an adjustment. I need my emotions adjusted.
And I wanted to add too, we talked about what our individual go-tos are for that emotional reset. Of course, obviously mine is writing, but I want to share just simply for me, because I know you talked to Erica about trying to process yours, but for me, I express myself so much better in writing. When I'm on the phone and I'm talking or in person, I'm starting to cry. The words don't come out. It's all jumbled together. But when I'm writing, I'm not interrupted. I can read over what I said and say, yes, that's what I meant. I'm able to edit it as opposed to just having those words come out and say, well, no, that's not exactly what I meant to say, but it's already said. So the reset for me, when big things happen in my life, in fact, every time something really big has happened, the loss of my sister, when my new sister was born, my dad had a new child when I was in college, and that was something that me and my siblings had to process. I wrote about it. And me writing about it really helped me to reset how I felt about these things happening and how, I lost a sister, but I gained a sister. How does that make me feel? I didn't know until I wrote it out and I was able to really process, okay, I felt this way because of this, and this is what the real problem is.
I love that. I absolutely love that, Joy. And you know why? Because not everybody's going to be the talker. Not everybody's going to be the writer, but we're mixing the two options together, plus the reading. Like, we're really using all of the senses together. I love, that's beautiful. I really love that. So the emotional reset is how we're starting. We have so many programs planned for everybody to offer through the end of the year that is geared towards journaling, towards grieving, towards resetting your emotions, bringing in other experts in the areas that we can bring them in. So why don't you share a little bit about that and how we plan on putting this together from now until the end of the year?
So last year, September, we did the Gone Too Soon retreat. And that was something that we designed in order to honor your loved one that you lost, your person, but also feel safe and feel seen. Because a lot of times it seems as if the world just keeps going, but our world is forever changed and we don't know necessarily how to make that connection. So I created Gone Too Soon, and that's when I first met you guys and was able to have you as a speaker. Well, now we decided that we didn't want this to be a one-off event. Gone Too Soon happened to September, and now if you missed it, you missed it. We created an on-demand product where now you can watch it like how you binge watch your favorite shows, but you can watch your favorite grief specialist be able to help you process regular everyday life things that other people aren't thinking about because they're going on and living, but you still have to incorporate this new grief that you're experiencing. And now you are able to do it in a way that you have a community aspect.
Erica, I love that because you and I both know with our grieving, and Joy knows this too. Some days you don't want any help. Some days you don't want people talking about grief. Some days you don't even want to talk about your own grief. But then 4 days later, you're searching for something to make you feel better. And you can tap into that at any moment.
Yeah, and that one of my favorite parts of the summit and the challenges we're doing moving forward, Joy has found people that bring parts of grief to the table that I would have never even factored in. It's every time I'm like, what is that? What is this? And here we are, professionals in certain realms of grief, but just to know that there's this whole other existence for people who may struggle in something you and I haven't experienced and haven't thought about yet. I think that's what makes this one of the best programs out there. And I'm so glad we're going to continue doing these.
So I'm just going to real quick, what we're offering now is a free 3-day emotional reset challenge. And what is the emotional reset challenge? It's really a place to just come together and help grievers, anyone who's broken, anyone who feels that their life is just not as happy or fulfilling as they'd like it to be. You don't have to be suffering from a death. Eric and I both know, and we teach this all the time, there are 45 or more known losses that can cause brokenness in our heart that can bring someone to getting into our program. Divorce, breakup of a romantic relationship, losing your job, becoming bankrupt, miscarriage, getting a new person in your family, adoption, right? Along with death. And we could just keep going on with the list. But the first steps in starting your healing journey is truly understanding, number one, your thoughts, but more importantly, your emotions. How do emotions happen? Where do they happen in your body? What part of your body is being affected by that emotion? And that's the part that we truly want to tap into. So we're offering a free 3-day emotional journey with us. We have the link below. You guys can just tap the link and join in there, and you'll be able to spend 3 amazing days with 3 of the most amazing women that I know. One being Joy, 2 being Erica, me, and 3 being me, and not necessarily in that order. We would be honored to have you guys there, spend time with us, enjoy, and learn. What's going to be your favorite part, Erica?
Really seeing where, like I said, getting rid of the parts that no longer serve us. I think that sometimes we get so familiar with a lot of the negative that we carry, we don't even consider that it's an option to let things go and to move forward. I think that's going to be my favorite part.
What about you, Joy?
The community aspect is always the best part for me, being able to be around other people experiencing the same thing that I am, so I don't feel alone, but that I still feel safe because I know that they understand the tenderness of what the topic is. That's always been so important to me. So I love that we're going to be going live on every day for 3 days to be able to have those conversations and those connections with other people.
So here's who the program is for. Everybody. The program's for everyone. Male, female, we're not singling you out. You could be grieving from a recent death or from a death long ago. This program is going to be for you. You could just be feeling not happy. This program is for you. You could just be one of our clients, not just, but you could be one of our past clients, ours or Joy's, and you're really complete, but you just want to see what we're doing. Come on in. You could be someone who's not sure you fit in our program. Come on in. There's going to be a little bit of something for everybody. And I think the most exciting, I agree with you, Joy, the most exciting aspect is going to be the live sessions where we actually get to talk to people and share some journaling prompts and really get down in there. Our program is going to be completely confidential. It will not be recorded. You'll have freedom to say whatever you need to say. And you're going to have 3 amazing women who are going to be here guiding this program. And so, I mean, I just think it's going to be fabulous. What
I
about
can't
you?
wait.
Yeah. I feel the same way. The link is below. You guys can just click the link. If you need to reach out to us, you can reach us at thegriefschool.com. If you want to reach out to Joy, where can they find you, Joy?
You can find me on all social media at Celebrate Legacy, or you can look at my website, which is celebratelegacy.net.
That's so exciting. Okay, before I wrap up here, what is the one thing you want to say to anyone who's still on the fence about whether they should come or not? Joy first, Erica, and then I'll be third.
One thing that a lot of people said after the Gone Too Soon retreat, even some of the speakers, because I had one speaker who's not a grief specialist, but she's a friendship enthusiast. And she talks about the importance of friendship. She said that she didn't even know she needed to hear some of the things that was said during those sessions. She came because she was a speaker. She wanted to support people. There was another one, a participant. She's also a coach. And she said, you know, I had my loss years ago. So I came to support the people who had a fresh loss. But then I realized, wait a minute, this is for me. And so I think that is the power between having these type of events and having this live component, because you have so many aha moments, or so every once in a while you find something that's speaking directly to you, no matter where you are in the situation. So if you're on the fence, if the sound of an emotional reset, it just sounds good to you, give it a try. It's free. This is our opportunity to learn from us and see how we teach and how we work together. But that is what I think is the most beneficial thing, is that you don't even realize it's for you. But if you listen this far, it probably is.
Yeah, exactly. I agree with you. What about you, Erica?
You know, Sharon, you and I are older than Joy, so we're from a time when we weren't allowed to have emotions.
Yeah.
So, you know, and culturally, there's cultures out there that still operate in that fashion where, you know, when you're children, you just quietly exist somewhere. But now there's a term called emotional intelligence. And we need to all be on board, because as humans, we have emotions. We cannot deny them anymore. And we cannot be of a mindset that we're raising these children and not teaching them how to allow their emotions in and how to navigate through what emotions show up. So that's the part that I think is just going to be beneficial in and of itself.
I love that. I think for me, it is the person who's out there, male or female, who's just so sad and so broken and doesn't know what to do. And they stumble upon our program and they come in and they sit with us for 3 days and it changes something in them. And that's the person I'm looking for. And I don't know if that's you. I don't know if you're listening and you're hearing my voice right now, but please join us. I promise you, it will be life-changing. It will be the start of your healing journey. Thank you, ladies, so much. And I look forward to seeing you all next week in the Emotional Reset.
Bye, friends. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye.